Hi, we're back. Today is moving day. We're moving stuff away and out of the way and further out of the way. So Corvette's going outside. I just filled her with air and we are going to put the cabriolet here, move her sideways, put the Corvette where it needs to go. We're jacking her up. The hood's coming off. We're getting it off. We're doing this, we're doing that. Let me explain what's happening next. Okay, now we've moved some stuff around. Now looking at this car, it might be, looks a little wide to go sideways back there.
Trail boss.
Jeff's here.
Is that the tranny you're using?
Yes, sir.
Nice. What is it?
256.
256. Is it 26 plane? Wow. Plate?
Jeff! How you doing,
Water
brother?
pump?
Yeah, I'll take water pump.
Bolts?
Just a car. Yep. Great. Yeah, it's basically almost done. You just gotta do everything else.
I'll have this motor and tranny pulled out in 3 hours.
Would you?
2 hours.
Yeah, but I gotta drain it and all that.
2 hours. Guarantee you.
I brought my engine consultant over. He's
You wouldn't have just take the headers off. Take your headers off. Pull the motor.
pull the motor and tranny right out.
One shot.
So hopefully it's not going to be sitting here for too long. It is up on some jacks now. We are good to go. Exhaust, engine, everything gone. And then the fun part starts. Then we have some fun. So poor Emily's car has to be subject to some part holding. And the bumper's up there, obviously, as you saw. But yeah, this hood is heavy. Holy crap. Good. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you. We are now ready to pull this engine out. As you saw in the first clip, we pulled the hood off, the front bumper off. My friend Jeff came by, who is my tallest and strongest friend. So thank you to him. So now we are ready to start pulling this engine out. I've already started draining some fluids. We got the rad out. We got a bunch of other stuff in the front. Basically, we're going to strip this whole front end, get all the wiring out, get all the stuff out of the engine bay, and prepare for the new engine. So, as promised, we are running a 6-liter LS with a LS3 top end. We've got some Brian Tooley Racing goodies on the inside, titanium springs and ARP head studs. We've got the Trinian upgrade with the shaft, new timing set. The whole bottom end is forged pistons. I believe it's a stop crank, but we are going to pull the oil pan off once we get it back from the shop. So we are also running a turbo on this unit. We have a show sponsor, as you know, probably from before or last year when we started this engine project. We have Turbo Parts Canada on board. They were gracious enough to give us a great discount on a 78mm TPC branded turbo, which will fit in here somewhere. We still need to do a lot of fabrication, things like that. We have another sponsor, Canadian Performance Injection. They've supplied us with 1050cc fuel injectors, and we'll get into that once we install those. Big thank you to Joel for that. Great guy. And if you need any parts, obviously, I'll link all these vendors down below in the description below. We have Viair on board as well to help with the build, and they've supplied us with 2 new air compressors for the air system. We're going to kind of rejig that a little bit. We're going to do some more artwork inside the car and maybe get that tank painted up nice. We might keep the copper, we might go stainless, I'm not quite sure yet, but that is to come as well. Probably simultaneous while we're doing some stuff with this engine, as I'm sure we'll be waiting for some parts. And also, Haltech has sponsored us as well for a Rebel LS system. We're going with the full CAN bus system with their PDM, as well as a keypad and their 10-inch UC10 screen. So, big thank you to Melissa, actually, who was down in Haltech, down in the States, they love the car and they were on board to help us out as well. So all of that stuff is on order and on its way. So we'll get some of it here next week. There is some stuff that's on back order. A lot of the stuff's pretty popular and also brand new. So we're taking this to the next level. We're basically taking this 84 car and gutting it completely and putting in some 2024 stuff. So that's great. Super excited. And obviously this is a huge undertaking and we're really excited to get her going. Obviously we want to roast some tires off of this thing and make some fireballs, and that's what we're going for, and that's what we're going to do. We're also putting a T56 transmission in this car, so we have that behind the camera, and in another video we'll definitely get into that. I have to convert it. It's from an LT. We're going to convert it to an LS, change some bearings, beef it up a little bit, and clean it up, paint it, get it all prepped and change the fluids, and we'll get it in the car. There's some fabrication there as well. So we might have some channel friends coming by to help us with that. So for the most part, everything is pretty well ready to go. We've got this stuff I just need to start kind of draining and getting rid of some of the parts in the way, get rid of the wiring, things like that, cut it all out or just get rid of it. And then the engine will be up for sale. So we'll try to recoup some cost. And we'll sell that hopefully locally to someone. Now the engine's fine. I did the compression on it again. Still solid numbers around. It's just either timing, vacuum leaks, something like that is the issue. See here, we've got a ton of room for activities. These tires are looking way bigger than they used to, obviously, because now there's no body panels. So that's great. It's looking fantastic. This should all come out no problem. It's still pretty clean. All the stuff on the engine is brand new, so should hopefully have no issues selling it. And we're going to get some more goodies, obviously. But yeah, this should come out no problem. We do have the engine over there. As you can see, it's on the stand. And I'm starting to tape off some things. Got some acetone. We are going to give it a fresh paint job. This cover's changing, stuff like that I mentioned in the last video. But we're going to degrease it, clean it up, strip some of this black paint off of here, or at least as much as I can. There is a new pan. There's new covers coming, new valve covers I still need to find. I'm looking for some with some AN fittings for catch cans, so it looks like the Brian Tooley Racing ones are really nice. They're very expensive, obviously, but we'll see. We're not there yet. These are fine. They're keeping everything inside safe and dry and away from the dust. But for now, while we're taking out some of this, I'm going to start prepping this block and paint it, which we will let you know in the color after. Another update on the inside. Obviously, we've got the car up in the air here, and Emily's kindly lent me her car to put all the parts on it. Now, that hood weighs a ton, and hopefully doesn't stay there too long. Once we get the engine in, we should be able to put it back on. Back to the inside here, we have all this stuff is coming out. This whole dashboard is going to be gutted again. All that wiring gone. Underneath here, I still need to get a clutch pedal. That is something I need to find. Possibly we'll go with a Willwood or something like a pedal, I guess, assembly. Not sure. Any recommendations, please leave them down below. If you don't mind, that would be fantastic. This whole dashboard is going to remain the same, but we're going to do something a little special with behind the black there. We're going to have to redo that because there will no longer be the stock cluster in here. We're going with the Haltech dashboard, which will go down in the center somewhere. And again, with the air system, it'll be all changed around. This is coming out, and we're going to rejig this as well. So, to continue with this video, we're going to keep pulling this engine apart. I'm going to start taking the fluids out of the engine and the transmission. We might separate the transmission, bring it out first, put it to the side, and we'll get this bay emptied. And while I do that, I'll keep spraying this block with some acetone and some stripper, and we will get the black paint off of it. So it was painted, I guess, after it was dipped or whatever, but I don't know, it's very gloopy and stuff. And anyways, we're changing the color of it. We're going to make her nice. So let's get started. Yeah, it's a little crooked now. It's, you know, leaning backwards. Transmission's dropped, drained. Here's all of the wonderful hazardous fluids right near the drain that we're going to make sure we dispose of properly. Whoop. So yeah, now I asked for some professional help, and she's here now warming up in the corner. Just give me about a few minutes. And so I'm gonna put the jack, there's my finger here, under the car, lift up the transmission a little bit, get these motor mounts out. I gotta yank this power steering pump real quick and make sure it doesn't leak everywhere on the floor. And we'll pull those motor mounts out and chain block this pig out of here. I think we're gonna try and take it out all one piece, engine and transmission. And yeah, I think that'll work just fine. So we're gonna get going because it is hair night and Emily needs to wash her hair. So we need to get this done ASAP. Bye-bye, down there. Goodbye. That's it. He's out. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Down we go. Wait. Okay, we're back again. So what's left to do now? Well, you can see we have exhaust is all secured, torque bar is out, drive shaft is there. Also, fun fact, I have tried the automatic drive shaft in the T56 and it fits. The splines are the same. How that works, I don't know. Whether it's going to be the same length or not, I don't know yet. We need to take some measurements and such, but good news, it fits. So that's great. Now we're moving on to this and that. So I did a little bit of cleaning in here. I got rid of some of the grease. There was some stuff that was, you know, oily residue. I still got to do another round of cleaning, and then we're going to tape off some of this, give it a fresh coat of new paint, clean some of this apart or off, and then we will do something with this wiring. Turbo Parts Canada is welding me a 10AN bung on the bottom of the oil pan so we can drain the turbo into it. The issue was I bought a timing cover that had an AN fitting on it. You've probably seen them online. The one I have, I bought incorrectly. I bought it way prematurely. The harmonic balancer I got for the car won't allow me to fit the pulley on with the AN fitting there. So that has to go. I did get another timing cover, and we're going to use that instead. So we'll paint that up nice. We'll get that going. We have a new clutch that just arrived today. So that's super exciting. We're getting a lot of stuff done. Obviously, we need to clean up, and we're going to continue doing that. So let's get that block prepped. We'll get this out of the way. We'll take some measurements, make sure the transmissions are not the different lengths, you know, things like that. And we'll just keep on moving on. And there you have it. The engine is out, and I'm in. And now that's the end of this episode, or show, or video. Next up, we're going to prep the engine, prepping the firewall, prepping a bunch of stuff. Stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Links are in the description where you can find some merch, some vendors, and all kinds of other great stuff. So we'll see you on the next one. Take care.